Good morning and welcome. We are delighted that you have decided to join us today for our Sunday morning celebration service right here at Unity of Citrus County. We invite you to get settled in. Our service is about to begin in just a few moments. It is our sincere prayer that the music, the meditation, and the message will uplift you and inspire you to become the light of the world that you have come here to be. We invite you to come and visit us in person. We would love to meet you. And we invite you to also visit our website at www.unityofcitrus.org. Have a blessed day.
Our arms are wide open. There's room for everyone. Wherever you're going, wherever you're from, you are home. You are welcome here. 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 Whatever you've been through, you found us somehow. Wherever you are on your journey now, you are home. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are so welcome. You are welcome here. You are welcome anyway now. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Oh, you are welcome here. You are welcome here. Everybody, you are welcome here. You are welcome so welcome. You are welcome here. Oh, I am welcome here. I am welcome so welcome. I am welcome here. I am welcome here. I am welcome here. Oh yeah. I am welcome here. We are welcome here. We are welcome here. We are welcome here. Everybody's welcome. We are welcome here. We are welcome here. We are welcome here. Everybody's welcome. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Everybody's welcome. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. I am welcome here. I am welcome here. I am welcome here. Everybody's welcome. I am welcome here. I am You are welcome here. 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 Our arms are wide open. There's room for everyone. Wherever you're going, wherever you're from, you are home. You are welcome here. 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 Whatever you've been through, you found us somehow. Wherever you are on your journey now, you are home. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are so welcome. You are welcome here. You are welcome anywhere now. You are welcome here.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel His mighty power and His grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. In the midst of His children, the Lord said He would be. It doesn't take very many. It can be just 2 or 3, and I feel the same sweet spirit that I felt oft times before. Surely I can say that I've been with the Lord. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel His mighty power and His grace. I can hear as God's glory fills this place. I've touched the hem of his garment, and I can almost see his face, and my heart is overflowing with the fullness of his joy. I can say without a doubt that I've been with the Lord. For surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel his mighty power and his grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. For surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. For surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. This
Good morning, everyone. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms in this place, all the moms that serve in so many different ways, those that are stepping in as moms. Thank you, bless you for what you've done. You've changed a life, you've touched a life. And so I'm so grateful that you are all here today. Every time I sit and I turn around, I'm surprised. I go, oh, they're here. So I'm really happy to see you this morning. This morning I spent some time reflecting on my own mom, and I'll share some of those reflections with you a little bit later. But right now, what I would really, really love to do is something really special. Last week we did something where we just stood up and greeted each other. So we're going to play, not yet?
Pasta.
Oh, yes, sorry. Excuse me. So yes, on Friday we had an amazing outcome yesterday, Friday, for the pasta dinner. And those ladies and men did a fantastic job. Woo-hoo. And so they even gave us entertainment. Check it out.
Hearts and I know that part.
It's very short.
When you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, it's your way. Scores of me, but you see back in old Napoli, that's amore.
I want to, those of you that were part of that, would you stand up for a moment? We just want to say thank you, how we appreciate you. It was absolutely wonderful, 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 wonderful. And Pat has a rose for you to put in this vase. Each one of you come back and put it right here. This vase represents mothers. Go ahead and put it right in so it can stay fresh, and then you can take it out later. And we could fill this sanctuary with the fragrance of memories of our mom. Thank you. The sauce was amazing, by the way. So if we ever do it again, I encourage you to come because that was pretty good.
Everything was absolutely, absolutely excellent. I didn't expect the entertainment. but they just told me we didn't either. Anyway, that was wonderful. Thank you, thank you. This is community. This is what community looks like. When we get together, we just have fun. You know, it's not always serious. Sometimes we just gotta have some fun. They say that a community that prays together and plays together and eats together and celebrates together is a community that will thrive. So I'm so glad that we did all that. That was pretty cool. So now we're gonna go to the part where we're gonna be able to greet each other, because last week I loved the way we did that. So if you're able to and you want to, would you just please stand, and as you start hearing the song, "You're the Face of God," turn to a neighbor, go ahead and say hello, and then we will come back. So John, you ready? Go ahead.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
Thank you.
You are the
Thank
face
you.
of God.
I hold you in my heart. Feel the joy of being together. If you'd like to have a seat, that's fine. All I want to ask you is to turn around and say hello to our YouTube family. Hello, YouTube and Facebook family. We are missing you. Come join us. Okay. So sometimes this is why I said, oh, how do I hurl them back? But it's good. It's a good thing. I'm glad that we get a chance to connect and bring that joy right into the sanctuary. So right now, would you say let's set the intention first. Let's set the intention for this service. Already there's joy. Already there's presence because you are here. Already there's love, because love is always present. So I'm going to invite you to take a moment to gently close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And take a nice deep breath. Allow yourself to be present to this moment. Allow yourself to be receptive in your heart and in your mind. Allow yourself to feel the love that is always with you. For where you are, God is, and God is love. And allow yourself to receive that love through everyone that desires to express it. We bless mothers on this day. We honor them, those that are present with us and those that are no longer in this physical plane. We bless all those that have stepped in to be in the role of motherhood, whether it's for a child or for one of our fur babies. Each one has the capacity to be the expression of the divine love that we are for each other. This is how we heal the world. and we heal ourselves. So today we come with open hearts. We come ready to be touched in ways that we have not in a long time, with the truth of who we are, and how very precious every moment is. So we know that the Holy Spirit is in this place, because surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. We can feel its mighty power, and we can feel His grace. And it flows through us out into the world. So with that awareness, that sacredness that we have just created, we enter these moments together with gratitude. The goodness of God is always there, always with us, always desiring to express as us. So in these sacred moments that we will spend together, we know that if we are still and know God, we will not leave the same, for whispers of spirit will speak to us. For this we are so incredibly grateful. Thank you, God. And so it is. So can you say the affirmation of oneness with me? There is one power and one presence in the universe and in my life. God the good, all powerful, all knowing, everywhere present, right here, right now, God. Namaste.
A little humor. Okay. Good morning. Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers around the world today. And today's daily word is entitled Blessing for Mothers. I bless all mothers with thoughts of gratitude. There's nothing quite like a mother's love, so nurturing, caring, and warm. Today, I bless the women in my life who express this love in all they do, whether it's the woman who raised me or any of the other women I know who so generously shared a mother's love. Excuse me. I have felt the care of God through their tender touch and encouraging words. Over the years, I have grown strong and confident under their kind direction and have relied upon their wisdom. The divine feminine flourishes on earth in the loving words and caring hands of mothers and all those who share a mother's love. I bless them, and I pray they know the love of God as they have shared it so generously with me. Then the mother of the child said, "As the Lord lives, and as you yourself live, I will not leave without you." And that is found in the second book of Kings, chapter 4, verse 30. And the title for today is Blessing for Mothers. I bless all mothers with thoughts of gratitude. Namaste.
As time's unfolded me, it has revealed to me life's nothing less than
Close your eyes and just
sublime.
listen to that love that's always with you.
With every thought I make, every last breath I take, may I be gracious and kind. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love cover me. Love cover me. Kindness wash over me. Make me a symphony. Play every note you can find. Make me reverberate, gently deactivate, slowly flow out of my mind. Find me a melody, dance and let my anthem be. Love cover me, light any darkness. Love cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love cover me. Love cover me. Love, 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 love. Sing that with me. Love, 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 love. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Love cover me, light any darkness. Love cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred, and guide me to be faithful and strong. Love cover me. Love cover me. Love cover me. Love cover me. Love cover me.
Welcome to this special moment that has been prepared just for you. Get into a comfortable position, and I invite you to gently close your eyes if that feels comfortable to you. There's nothing else for you to do right now but to be present. Relax, releasing any physical and mental tension that you may have. And focus on your mind, letting go of everything else. As we begin by taking in a deep cleansing breath. And as we exhale, we allow ourselves to drift into a meditative state. In the hallowed heaven of our hearts lies dormant a secret shimmering spark, a whispered breath of enchantment, the divine feminine, waiting to embark. Amidst the twining tendrils of time and space, she dances with grace, a tender trace of ethereal beauty. Her presence we yearn to embrace. Awaken her, for she is the compass guiding our spirit's truth. The radiant moonbeam that illuminates the darkest night. The mystic song which our hearts must now imbue. Unfurl her silken tapestry, woven with threads of wisdom and love, and let her cloak of compassion encircle us as we ascend to the celestial realms above. Breathe. Her alluring essence brings forth from the depths a resplendent river of life that nourishes our essence. A primal power that transcends strife. With open hearts, we shall heed her tender call, embracing her wisdom. And in the loving embrace, a new-found wholeness shall befall. In the bosom of Mother Earth, she roots us deeply, a blossoming garden of boundless creativity, the very life force that courses through our veins, igniting the embers of inspiration as we transcend our mortal chains. In the celestial heavens above, she leaves her gossamer strands, connecting us to the cosmic dance, a symphony of stars that sings her praise, the resounding melody of harmony that sets our souls ablaze. Let us dance with her, a whirling dervish of divine love, as we summon the courage to delve into the sacred depths and unlock the hidden chambers, our innermost core. For it is there, within the secret alcoves of our being, that we shall discover the boundless power of the divine feminine, and in this ecstatic union, the splendor of our true essence shall come alive, transcending the limitations of mortal life. Activate her, for she is the wellspring of our souls, the timeless beauty that awakens the slumbering depths as we journey onwards toward the horizon of boundless possibility, where the divine feminine and the eternal flame dance as one in the exquisite symphony of cosmic harmony. Take a moment to take all that in and awaken the divine feminine in you. And now, bring your attention back into this room. And when you are ready, take a deep breath and slowly release it. Gently and softly open your eyes. Namaste.
So you're not going to hear any more snap, crackle, pop. We figured out what it was. It's so good. So I will be right here. So, it's not easy to prepare a Mother's Day message. It really isn't. Kind of takes you back to so many memories, right? And so today, as we honor our mothers, and we're going to be honoring the heart of the mother and the principle of motherhood and the divine feminine, we're going to honor that today. It's important to acknowledge that on this day, in the hearts of so many all over the world, and maybe in this very room, this day is probably an unsolicited reminder of what was, but no longer is, or maybe what never was. So I want you to know that what I feel in the room right now is very sacred space, that it's okay to be ourselves in this place, because we are held in love always. So, John, can you put that up for me? This is a picture of my mom. It's coming up. That's Mom. And I want to talk a little bit about her, because I'm in my hopes about sharing about her that you will see your mom in her too. See, my favorite picture is this one, the one on the left. You know what she's doing there? She's calling. No, Mom will call us. If we went by 2 days, she would pick up that phone and she would say, "Hello, this is your mother. Did you forget that I was alive?" She would do that all the time. And so we would talk to each other as siblings and say, "Oh my gosh, you didn't call Mom. Let me call her because she's going to give us the lecture. Hello, did you forget that I am your mom and that I'm still alive?" She was quite a remarkable woman, really feisty. Some days I feel like I'm channeling her. Yep, nothing is going to take me down. She was that kind of a woman. My siblings and I were so incredibly blessed by her influence, and she was one of those mothers that influenced us in a very positive way. We could put it away, John. Now you get to see Mom in all her wonderfulness. She never, I don't know about you, maybe it was culturally or maybe it was the times, she never, ever, ever, ever said, "I love you." Not with words. But she did say it with the things that she did. It was so evident that she was giving all of herself to us all the time. And how many of you had a mom like that never said, "I love you," but you know that she loved you because of everything that she did? There was never a time in my life that I can recall that she was not there for me. You need to be closer? Okay. Is that better? Okay. That she was never there for me. She was always there for me. She was always there for all of us. And I don't know how in the world she did that, because there were 8 of us. So where did she find the time to make us all feel like you are special? I'm there for you, no matter what. She would work tirelessly. I tell you, she worked in a factory sewing sweaters, and the hours were long. She would spend a long time in the factory, but never, never, ever in our house was never untidy. It was always clean, and she always made us get involved in that. So we took pride in our home. We really did. We made sure that it was a welcoming place, a place that was appealing. And she always cooked a home-cooked meal. And if we didn't eat it, we would go to bed without any food. That familiar? You eat what's on your plate or you don't eat anything at all. So we never grumbled. We knew that if we didn't eat, we were going to go to bed hungry. And that taught us a lesson. The next time we would eat everything that was on the plate. She was a pretty good seamstress. I'm sorry that I never really learned some of her skills, We sometimes as children, we're not mindful, We're just not mindful of all the good things that we can learn from our parents. We kind of resist them. But anyway, she would make clothing for us, especially during the holidays. She would get on her sewing machine. You would hear her for hours and hours and hours sewing dresses, because there's so many of us, and pants. And we always went to church looking so pretty and spiffy, and everybody would say, "Oh, that's so nice." And it was Mom. We never really kind of quite realized how much effort that took. After working and cleaning and cooking at night, she was sewing. She was very resourceful and creative. There was a time when Dad got really, really sick. He had asthma that was so terrible he couldn't breathe. They had to hospitalize him, and he couldn't work. So money was not coming in the way that it did. And it was just around Christmas time. And I don't know what she did or how she did it, but somehow she managed to get a few bucks, and she went and bought some used toys, dolls and cars and little airplanes, And we didn't know. I only discovered it because I got up one night hearing her sewing machine going. And I was curious, what is she up to? And she was sewing these little dresses for the dolls. That's what she was doing. And it was funny because I watched her. She would dress the little doll up, and then she would smile, approvingly, "Oh, this is cute." Or she would paint the little car. And I remember watching with such tenderness. My mom, what a beautiful example of love my mom was. She never let anything kind of stop her. She was relentless. That woman was relentless, I'm telling you. One of the things that I love most about her, that we all did, is her laughter. Right, Z? Oh my God, her laughter was so contagious. She would, ha, 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 ha. And she would try to tell you why she's laughing, but she couldn't because she was laughing so hard. And now we're all laughing because we don't know what she's saying, but her laughter was so contagious. It was always so much joy. I never want to forget that sound in my mind. How joyful her laughter was. We would purposely do things to her so that she would laugh because it was just that great. But let me tell you, she had all those things, but she was not easy to get along with sometimes. Not at all. She was strict. How many of you had strict moms? Oh my gosh. We could not get away with anything. Talk about having eyes behind our back of our head. She had eyes behind the back of her head, the side of her head, everywhere. She would catch us every time. She was very, very clear about what the rules of the house are. And if you would protest, which we really rarely did, but she would say, as long as you live under my roof, these are the rules. Can you imagine saying that to our kids today? Oh my. I remember a time, Joe and I were just married a few months, and oh my goodness, we had this amazingly huge argument about where the shoes need to be stored. It happens, right? So I grew up not having many shoes. So we would put them underneath the bed. How many of you did that? Put them underneath the bed. That's what I did. Joe was a little more fancy. Joe came from a home that had a shoe rack. And so he wanted me to put the shoes in the shoe rack, and I was not accustomed to that. And it was like battle, like who's right, and who's needs to be. So I was so upset. I said, okay, that's it. I'm leaving this man. Joe, can you give me that microphone, please? Thank you. So I packed some little things, and off I went to my mom's house, which was not too far away. And there I started to tell her, Mom, this man is absolutely impossible. I cannot live with him. He is just making my life miserable. I want to come back home. And I went on and on and on. I talked about the misery that I was going through. He making me put my shoes in a shoe rack, So anyway, my mom listened. She listened very attentively. And then she says to my dad, I'll be right back. I'm going to take her home. And I say, what? You're going to take me back to that man? She says, yep, I'm taking you home. And she looked me right in the eye. I'll never forget this. She said, you are not a quitter. You are not a quitter. But I remember that. That was embedded in my heart. You're going to go right back there and you're going to work that out. And I tell you, that was wisdom speaking to me. Wisdom was telling me, don't quit. And I'm so glad that she gave me that advice, because here we are 53 years later. I still don't have a shoe rack. I learned so many lessons. See, I'm sure did too, about Mom. I want to celebrate her life. I want to celebrate her life because she deserves that. And today, yesterday I had my boohoo moment, but not today. Today I'm celebrating my mom. She transitioned a few years ago, and I will always long for her, I think. I miss her voice. I miss our long chats. Do you know one time she told me that she's going to leave Dad? We became friends. You ever had that relationship with your mom? You're friends. You go beyond, you transcend. There's something so sacred about the love that you share with your mom that nothing can replace that. She was our confidant, our advisor, our friend. She was truly the glue that kept us together. And now we struggle as a family, trying to stay together. And we're growing, understanding and in compassion and in love. So I became a mom. I have two incredibly wonderful, amazing daughters. I had a son, and he transitioned, but I still feel his love. But my two daughters are incredible. I can't believe that that they chose me to be their mom. One day, a couple of years ago, one of them said to me, it was Mother's Day, she called to chat, and she says, Mom, if I had one word to describe what a mother is, what you are, the word is generous. She says, you're so generous with your time. You're so generous with your listening. You're so generous with your compassion and love. Mom, you're so generous. And I remember that while I was putting this together, thinking about my mom, that she was the same way. She was incredibly generous with her time and her resources and her love and everything else. How very, very, very fortunate I was, and Z was, and all of my siblings to have had such a mom. And how very beautiful it is for me to watch my own daughters be generous. They give so much of themselves. I sometimes, when I was there in New York, I said to myself, how in the world do you get all this done? They driving kids around, to school and to basketball and football and dance and you name it. How do you do it? Because they're generous. They have the heart of a mother. The heart of the mother. Maya Angelou said once that in this statement about motherhood, she said, motherhood is like this. I will look after you, and I will look after anybody that you say needs to be looked after. Any way that you say it, I'm going to be here. I brought my whole self to you. I brought my whole self to you. I am your mom. My youngest daughter, some of you know, has become the legal guardian of a young man whose mother left him pretty much at her doorsteps. He came one day to stay with my grandson, and his mom never came pick him up. She didn't. But she was generous to that young man. She came with the whole of herself to him. And today he's an A student, going to college very soon, and he calls her mom. Amazing, isn't it? How you can transform a life. It doesn't have to be a biological child. You don't have to be female either. Because what is it in the heart, what is in the heart of motherhood that makes us be generous and makes us to love that way? What is that? You know, when I was putting it together, I was thinking about, and this is not a political statement in any way or form, but I was just thinking about those mothers, those immigrant mothers that cross over. They have to travel such a long distance in dangerous areas. They're worried about being kidnapped and having violence to their children. And they bring their children with them. Sometimes they're so dehydrated because the little bit that they have, they give it to them. Or they don't eat so they can eat. And they're fatigued and they're just looking for a place where their children and themselves can be safe. That kind of love, that kind of devotion, that kind of sacrifice and courage, it's indescribable. How do you describe that? What is it that in the heart of a mother, you're able to do that? Evan Hodkins of the School of Alchemy said, "The quality of God that gives of itself, nurtures life, and holds everything together is pure love. And the model that we've been given for this way of loving is motherhood." What gives us a chance to love as God loves is really the fact that the divine feminine is within every one of us. Every one of us. The divine feminine is in you, is in me, it's not gender-filled. It's part of God's amazing aspect of God's nature that represents the qualities of love and compassion and wisdom and understanding and nurturing and healing and gentleness and wisdom and intuition, all those things. It's part of us. And when we express it, we are expressing from our divine self, from our divine feminine, from that nature of God that makes it possible to have devotion, sacrifice, and courage to press forward. When our hearts are moved with this compassion, with these qualities of the divine feminine, we are expressing from our higher self. We are expressing as a divine self. We are expressing as that which was created in the image and likeness of God, male and female, were they created. So there is within us this divine feminine, this divine masculine, but it's the divine feminine that allows us to love unconditionally. It's the divine feminine that guides us. One of the most amazing things of the divine feminine that is within us, that is part of us, that it can express through us, is intuition. Is one of the qualities of the divine feminine. And it powerfully, powerfully guides us. Just like a mother would guide their child. When something, I know, I bet you this is happening to you because it happened to me so many times. When something in our lives is just kind of out of balance, it's kind of needing attention, it's the intuitive nature of the divine feminine that kind of communicates, but it doesn't communicate with words. It communicates through our body, through our emotions, through our thoughts. Sometimes, we feel something in our body is not right? A little pain here, maybe a little tummy there, or a little congestion here. Divine feminine says, come, I want to show you. I want to show you what's stuck in there. What emotion needs to move? What unforgiveness is still there? I mean, I know I've said it to myself so many times that when I'm talking, I find myself saying, I don't know, something doesn't feel right. You ever had that saying? I don't know, something that just doesn't feel right. Because the divine feminine, the intuitive part of the divine feminine, is trying to get our attention. It's trying to say, pay attention to this. Don't ignore it. Don't let it go. And it keeps trying to get your attention. If you don't listen, or if you kind of just dismiss it and say, oh, I'm not going to go there, it gets louder. And you begin to feel more discomfort. You can't understand, why am I feeling this way? Why is I'm having these aches in my body? What's going on? You know, the truth is, if you stop paying attention, if you say, I'm not going to listen to that, I'm going to just go on and press on and just, bullheaded, I'm going to do it my way, you know what, no matter what, then intuition loses its ability to guide you and to nurture you. It just loses it. So it's important. It's like when a mother tries to steer a child in the right direction, and they just don't want to hear the parent. You know, I was a school teacher. I can't tell you how many times when on parent-teacher night I would say, well, you know, Johnny would really benefit from blah, blah, blah. And the mothers would say, he doesn't listen to me. Doesn't pay any kind of attention. I could say it until my face is blue. And he won't do it. So I just gave up. It's the same. It's the same with your divine feminine intuitive quality. If you don't listen, it shuts down. You just don't hear it. You lose its ability to guide you. But there's always good news, right? There's always good news. So your intuition, if you were to lose it, there's one way that you can restore its abilities to guide you and nurture you. And that is by turning within. Purposely say you want to listen. You see, because the voice of intuition is soft, quiet. Sometimes the scriptures refer to it as the still small voice, right? So it is beneath your inner critic. There's always like a little temper tantrum child, you know, wanting attention, wanting to shame you and blame you and tell you you're not good enough, telling you that it is your fault, and on and on and on. It just keeps going and going and going. And if we just pay attention to that, we cannot hear the small voice within, that softer voice. That voice that really just wants to celebrate you. It wants to celebrate you. It wants to bring you to the place of understanding and reminding you of who you are. You're beautiful, magnificently created, full of light, full of love. So this inner voice wants to bring you there. It wants to show you that you're full of worth and you're full of potential. And it wants to guide you to your highest expression of the divine self within you. You are a child of God. And sometimes you just there are times when listening is what we need. Sometimes we just really, really need to listen. Just be still. Try to get beneath that critic voice within you. It has no worth, really. It is only telling you lies. Try to get beneath. Try to touch the heart of the mother. Sometimes listening is what you need, and other times sometimes it's asking. You have to ask, where can I, if I am truly divine, if I am pure love, is that's where I came from, that's the essence of my being, then where can I be more loving, more nurturing to myself? I want you to listen to that. To yourself. And that's so important because you cannot be that for anyone else until you are that for yourself. You won't be able to love if you don't know how to love yourself. Not purely, not unconditionally. You won't be able to nurture until you've learned to nurture yourself. That's why When I was in ministerial school, they kept telling me over and over again, self-care, 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 and I don't always do it, I'll be honest with you. So if I'm not loving myself, not taking care of myself, if I'm not allowing myself to be in that field with divine presence and listen and know, his intuition is that deeper knowing, then I will know how to love myself. I'll think that I'll just have to keep going and going and going and doing and doing and doing. And then guess what? I'm exhausted, frustrated, angry sometimes, and I cannot love you. I cannot love anyone. So yes, start with yourself. Ask that small voice, where can I be more loving? Where can I be more nurturing? Where can I be more kind? Where can I help me to stop listening to the critic's voice? I have to prove it. You don't have to prove anything. You're perfect and beautiful and wonderful and magnificent just the way you are. Just be in touch with the essence of your being. There's a passage in the Gospel of Matthew where Jesus just illustrates the depth of his love and compassion for his people. He says, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you who will kill the prophets and stone those that are sent to you, how often I have longed to gather your children together, to gather you as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, and you are not willing. Isn't that a powerful passage? There's this divine love that is always present, always willing to move through us. It's what holds us and sustains us. It's what keeps the universe in place. It wants communion. It wants to gather us under its wings. And we are not willing. We still want to go around gossiping and pointing fingers and doing all that we do. And I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about me too. Because we're in that human nature. But how beautiful it is when we can listen to that soft voice beneath all that critic, where we don't have to strive because we know who we are. We can stand in our worth and in our light. That's what is the plan for us. Charles Fillmore himself of the Unity Movement, he said he appreciated mothers and deeply appreciated them. And he appreciated the divine feminine in each and every one of us. And he said that the mother idea, that idea in divine mind that we are striving for, a mother idea is the perfect idea of divine love. He had that down packed. That's where we're going. And it has nothing to do with gender. This is all of us, male, females. The mother idea and as a divine feminine is guiding us to become that perfect idea of love. Eric Butterworth, he says, and he's one of those beloved Unity ministers that most of us have heard about. He said, when the intellect is unified with the superconscious flow, there is a balance of the male and female. Then only is there hope for creating a world of order, of peace, and of goodwill. One is simply not qualified for life in modern times without a sense of the transcendent, the free flowing of understanding, of love, and of wisdom. The wisdom to believe the heart of the Sacred Mother, our divine feminine. So on this Mother's Day, celebrate the memories of your mom. Celebrate your mom if you're with you. Oh my gosh, what a gift if your mom is with you. Love her, treasure her. It's the most amazing thing. I would wish my mom were here, but I know she is. Mom's love is always with us. So on this day, remember and honor your mothers and all those mother figures that have been in your life, because it takes a village to raise a child, right? And I look back, there were so many mother figures that stepped in when my mom would work late, and they would come and help us out. I'll never forget those people in my life that encouraged me and supported me and helped me to become the woman that I am today. So let's remember all these qualities of the divine feminine, but more than that, let us listen how we can express them, how we can be more of that in the world. It is the only thing that would ever heal this world. It really is. Don't be so hard on yourselves. We are in a human condition, having a human experience, but beneath all that, we are magnificent. We are powerful. We are led by that divine feminine heart of the motherhood, heart of the mother. Believe that. She is the air that you breathe, the very ground that you stand on. It is always everywhere present. So I love you, and I hope that your day is full of joy, no matter where you are. Do not forget to know that within you, there is something so remarkable that can heal you and can heal the world. Namaste. Speaks of that love that is always with us. And I hope that you'll join us in singing it.
I am the wind, I am the sun, I am the water. I am the earth, resting beneath you. Come lay your head, lean it on me, just let me hold you. You can relax, knowing I'm with you. I am the wind, I am the sun, I am the water. I am the earth, resting beneath you. Sing me your song, I'd like to hear. Tell me your story. You're not alone in this journey. I am the wind, I am the sun, I am the water. I am the earth, resting beneath you. Come lay your head, lean it on me, just let me hold you. You can relax, knowing I'm with you. I am the wind, I am the sun, I am the water.
resting beneath you. Sing me your song, I'd like to hear. Tell me your story. You're not alone in this journey. I am the wind, I am the sun, I am the water. I am the earth, resting beneath you. I am the wind, I am the sun, I am the water. I am the earth, resting beneath you.
Thank you, Luz, for that beautiful message. And I want to, I'm not going to add to the message, but I want to give Luz a tribute because she resembles my mother the most of all of us. She looks just like her. And I'm so privileged to be in ministry alongside you. She is my inspiration and my solace. Thank you. I love you. And I do miss my mother. I was born on my mother's birthday, so I really miss her. And I was also her caretaker. So on days like this, I remember her especially. And I know that she is well wherever she is. I often dream of her, and I know that she is well. So I got to get out of this mood and be happy, because that's what she would want us to do. When she passed, I saw her in a vision, because I could not believe she had gone. It was just so sudden, so unexpected to all of us. And she appeared to me, and she said, and I really don't mind what anyone says, this truly happened to me in her home. We were in her house, we were all there, and when you go there, it's like 95,000 degrees because they don't believe in the AC, so we were just sweating to death. And we were all, it was a very late night, it was the wee hours of the morning, and it was hot, so, but all of a sudden that room got really cold. And I remember she appeared and she said, I am well. I just want you all to love each other and take care of each other. And she was dressed like she normally would be at home. She had a skirt with socks, because God forbid she wouldn't have any socks on. God forbid, you had to have socks. She argued with Willie because he doesn't wear socks over that. And she said, I just want you to love each other and take care of each other. And we honor her for that. We constantly call each other, and we're just a great family. You know, some families get together, or they can't even get together, and they argue and whatever, but all we do is laugh. We're constantly laughing when we see each other. So thank you, Luz, for all that you do for me. So it's that time in our service for the offering blessings, and I am going to ask you to take your envelope or whatever you have, or if you gave it already, or your time, whatever it is, just hold it to your heart and repeat this offering blessing. Blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I send forth this gift with my blessings and my love. And we thank you for this offering. We know it is given in love and received in love. And we know that it moves through this ministry with the energy of divine love out into the world as good. Each giver is blessed, and each giver is loved. We bless the receiver and fill our gift with love. And so it is. Thank you, God. Amen. And now if you will repeat the prayer of protection with me. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. And the presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is divine. Namaste. And I have a few, I thought I had them. Oh, here they are. Okay. A few announcements to make, and it's really all about the classes. And I encourage you all that received the weekly wake up to take a moment to look at that. And if you're not receiving it, you can get in touch with me today or during the week, and I will add your email address to the weekly wake up so you do receive it. And that does have the latest updates. It includes our calendar, it has anything that's coming up. So I really, really encourage you to look at that. There is a Unity Basics Plus class that will be coming up next month, and this class is not just for members, for people that want to become members, but even for members to get a refresher. You know, when was the last time that we took a Unity members class, right? And times change, things change. So it's a wonderful class, and it will give you an opportunity to be really a part of this amazing community, be able to vote and do so many things. And so I encourage you to look for that. It is upcoming in June. It will be 3 classes only, and then the celebration of new members here in the sanctuary with our minister. And there are 2 classes that Luz will be facilitating as well. And one is How to Be a Wick in God's Candle. And that book is in the library if you wish to purchase it. She will be also presenting that in June. And then there's Lessons in Truth. And that is an amazing, amazing, amazing class to take. If you have never studied it, I encourage you to sign up for that class. And for anyone that is interested and you want to buy the books, we're changing the strategy a bit because we're finding that we have too many books that are there and not sold. So what we're doing now is if you want a book, you let us know for a class. And if we don't have it, we will order it for you. And this way, yeah, you pay in advance. And this way the book is not just sitting there and then we don't know what to do with all these books that we ordered thinking people were going to buy them. So just let us know. Kathy Spain is there on Wednesdays, and I am here during the week. And Joe is also helping out on Sunday. So please try to go into these classes. They will help your spiritual growth immensely. They will change your life, the way that you think and the way that you do things. I encourage you to do that. And there will be announcements during the week on the bulletin board, and there's a table there. You can sign up through the weekly wake up, or you can sign up online, once we post the classes this week. Thank you so much, and I think Rev Luz may have a few more words. Blessings and happy Mother's Day. Have a wonderful day.
I forget, I never go around with this, so I'm going to talk really loud. I just got to get it on. Oh, Lord. Am I on? Yay! I hope you join me in my class, Be a Wick in God's Candle. That's a book study. So you'll read and we'll just chat about it. It's very informal. And Lessons in Truth is one of my most favorite. It's the first published Unity book, believe it or not. So you would truly enjoy that. So sign up for that. On your way out, you're going to receive some we need a card shower. So yes, last week I had an opportunity to speak with Lana Brannon. You know Lana, right? So Lana, she's given me permission to say this. She's been diagnosed with cancer of a kidney. So so gratefully, she only has, it hasn't metastasized, so it's just, they're going to be able to remove it on Friday. So please, send her a card, send her your love. She hasn't been able to come. She's just been really, really sick. And now we know why. Right, Darlene? We finally figured it out. So we keep her in your prayers and send her a car shower. And the other one that she doesn't want a car shower, but she's asking for your prayers, and that's Kathy Odell. Kathy Odell is in the hospital. They're going to be putting up a pacemaker. So she just really wants your prayers, and she told me to share that with you. So join us then for those two things. I think I got everything. Don't forget Annie's class. Please sign up for that. She does a wonderful job, and this is open for everyone. For those of you that want to become members, I'm going to look at some of you, and those of you that just want to have a refresher. So I bless you and love you, and let's just stand and sing the peace song together.
Oh, yeah. God, you are every mountain. God, you are every ocean. God, you are every canyon, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every morning. God, you are every midnight. God, you are every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. God, you are every sunrise. God, you are every moon glow. God, you are every star shine, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every springtime.